Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel, Brandy Janae's Bookshelf. So as you can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to be doing a mashup book haul for June and July. If you've been on my channel for a while, you probably know that I don't typically do 2-month book hauls in one, but I thought that I wasn't getting a lot of books in June, or that I didn't get a lot of books in June, and then I wasn't really gonna have a whole lot coming in July either. I knew about 3 books that I was going to be getting, but somehow 3 books grew into more than that, and I always forget about Our Crate books. For some reason I don't count those when thinking about what's coming in. Also, I just remembered that I did get a book outlet order in June as well, but I do have a separate unboxing for that, so I will link that so you guys can go check that out if you're curious about what I picked up in that order. Most of it was manga that I picked up, if you haven't already seen that and you're curious. Also, if you haven't seen any of my book hauls before, at least in the past like a year and a half, 2 years, I've mentioned that I don't like doing descriptions in my book haul videos because I know what the books are about, or at least when I first buy them I know what they're about, but typically by the time that I get around to them I either forget most of what it's about, or I completely forget, or if something's coming from like a book box then I don't know obviously what it's about beforehand, because I usually don't look up books from book boxes. So anyway, I do have this kind of sectioned off that I will be going through. I have books that I've pre-ordered for both months. I have book boxes for both months. I have books that I have purchased outside of book boxes, which luckily that pile isn't a lot. It's only like 2 books. And kind of going along with that is a gift that was sent with me, or sent to me with the book that I purchased, so I just have that all in the same pile. And the final pile is books that I have received from publishers or authors. So I'm gonna start with the pre-order. The first book I have is Food Wars Volume 30 by Yuda Sakuda. I'm pretty sure that I've read this in the first half of July, so I'm pretty sure that I have already talked about this in a video that is currently up on my channel. Next is the only pre-order that I had in July, and that is The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory. This is the 3rd book in the series. It's not technically a series, they're standalones, but at least one character from each of the books has appeared in previous books. The last 2 pre-orders that I had are both pre-orders from June. I don't know, I should have just did it in the order that they came out in, but I just have them stacked based on the size of the book. So next I have Deviate or Deviate, I'm not really sure how you say that. This is by Jay Kristoff, and this is the 2nd book in the Lifelike series. And the final pre-order that I have for June is technically a re-release, but this is the Modern Fairy Tales by Holly Black, and this is a giant bind-up edition. This is Tithe, Valiant, and Ironside. And I did get the hardcover edition. I kind of wish I would have just picked up the paperback, because I believe the paperback is floppy, but I was worried that it wouldn't be floppy, especially with this big copy like this. So that's why I picked up the hardback. Also, I thought this was gonna be the same size as her normal hardback cover or books that I currently own, but I think this is actually shorter, so that really sucks, because I thought they were gonna all look really nice on the shelf, especially because this is done in the same style as like The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King and everything like that. So yeah, like I said, these are the 4 books that I had pre-ordered for June and July. So now I'm gonna move on to books that I got in different book boxes. Now I typically just get Our Crate because I am subscribed to Our Crate. However, in June I decided to pick up the, I believe it was a Shelf Love Crate box, because there was a book that I was interested in. I already had it pre-ordered, but I decided to go with this box. So yeah, I picked that up, and that is The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg. And in the June Our Crate box I have Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. This cover is kind of shiny, so hopefully it shows up. Finally, in the July Our Crate box we received Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim, and this is another YA fantasy. Luckily this is looking like it's not taking too long, because I'm not trying to stumble through descriptions. But now I'm going to move on to books that I bought outside of pre-orders, and that didn't come in book boxes obviously. So next I have Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. Actually, I believe I pre-ordered this one as well, now that I'm thinking about it. I wasn't planning on picking this one up at first, but after hearing a lot of people that read romance, they were just like, this is amazing and it's really smutty. I was just like, you know what, let's go ahead and pre-order that. I can always use a good smutty romance in my life. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered this because it was like still time before it came out. I have already read this one as well, and it was really good. I think I gave it like 4 stars. The next 2 books I'm going to talk about together, because the one I did purchase like outside of pre-orders, but I purchased it kind of like through a friend. So if you've seen Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany, she messaged me the day that she was going to the signing to let me know she was going and to see if I wanted a copy of the book. And I said yes, of course, because I was already really interested. I got a copy of Wicked Fox by Kat Cho, and like I said, Bethany sent this to me after she went to the signing and, you know, got my copy for me. And it is signed, if it'll show up, and it has like a little drawing in there, which is always really cute. So really appreciate that. So thank you so much, Bethany, for picking this up for me. And along with this, she sent me an extra arc that she had. She said that she got an extra copy of this specific arc and she thought I would like it, so she sent them my way with the book. She also sent some other goodies as well, but I actually have them like packed away with stuff that I cleaned up, so I don't have that to show off to you guys. But she sent me There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. I have seen this cover floating around, but I honestly don't know what this is about. Pretty sure it's a YA fantasy, but I will have to check it out to learn more about it, or honestly just read it to figure out what it's all about. But I like the cover. That is really pretty. But yeah, so I got both of these from Bethany. I paid for this one. She said this my way. So thank you so much, Bethany. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to read both of these. And the final stack of books that I have to show off to you guys are books that I received from authors or publishers, or I don't even know what that counts as, but I'll explain that once I get to it. First one I have to show off is Flash by Zoe Castile. This is the 3rd book, I believe, in this companion series. The first is Stripped and the second is Hired. I believe on Twitter she was offering up a giveaway for reviewers, and usually when I see stuff like that, I'll enter into it not thinking I'm gonna win anything. But she contacted me on Twitter and I won a copy. This is an arc of this book, so thank you so much to Zoe / the writer for sending this my way. Probably won't be watching this, but I really appreciate being entered into the giveaway and actually winning. The next arc that I received is The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh, and I received this as part of a giveaway, sort of. I mean, it was a giveaway, but it was through this specific company. There is this website called Bookish First, and every week they have new books up where they will give you an excerpt. So I think they'll give you like the first couple chapters depending on the book and how long things are. I believe for this one, actually I don't know how many pages it was for this one, and I felt really bad because this was the only one that I didn't actually read the excerpt that they gave you. And I felt terrible because I was just like, I'm not gonna win this. But I was talking about how I'm not usually into historical fiction, or no, actually I didn't know it was historical fiction because I didn't read it. But I was talking about how I've heard a lot of things about the author and I've been really wanting to read her books, and I really enjoy vampires, so I'm curious to see how I feel about this. And you know, just a bunch of stuff to kind of get the character count, because you have to leave your first impressions of what you read, and then you can choose whether or not you want to be entered into the giveaway to possibly win an arc of the book. So I did that because you get points each time you do one of the actions on the website, and I will leave the website down below so you guys go check it out if you're interested in it. But once you leave your first impression, you can choose whether or not you want to get entered into the giveaway, and you have to, like I said, you have the chance of winning an arc. And then afterwards, if you win an arc, even if you don't win it, you can go back and review the books that you either won through them, or if they had it up and you didn't win, you could still go back and leave a review and you get points for, like I said, each interaction that you do on their website. And then I believe once you get so many points, you can cash that in to guarantee yourself a copy of one of the books that are listed. Like I said, this was the only one that I didn't read. I think I started to, but I had like hours left. Talked about this long enough. Thank you, Bookish HQ, for everything that you do with this. The next two books that I have to talk about are books that have shown up in my reading rush vlog. So if you have watched all of those, then you will probably have seen these. I think these showed up in like day 4 and 5, so in that vlog. But the first one that I have is Divinity Falling by Nor Zikra. This is a new adult urban fantasy story. I did talk about this in whatever vlog it was that I did my unboxing of this, so you guys can either go check that video out, or you'll go check out the Goodreads page with all of the information on there. Thank you so much once again to the author for sending this my way to read and review. The second to last book that I received also came during the reading rush. I'm pretty sure this was the last like book mail that I received during that week, which is last week. And I'm really happy and excited that Tortine contacted me about working with them on this. They sent me a copy of The Good Look Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis. This sounds amazing, another YA fantasy. But once again, thank you Tortine for sending this my way. I'm so excited for this. And the final book that I have to show off in this haul was sent to me by Entangled. I actually have a finished copy. They asked me if I would be interested in reading this book, and also they were offering a copy for me to give away that will have already been in the title, so you guys knew it was coming. But they sent me a copy of Deadlock by Sherry Lynn. I think that's how you say the author's name, and I believe this is a romantic suspense novel. I don't read a whole lot of romantic suspense. I think I might have like dipped a toe in once or twice, but I haven't like gone fully into it. If you guys are interested in winning a copy of this, look down in the description box below, and I will have something there to indicate that it will be for the giveaway. So like I said, the giveaway is for a copy of Deadlock by Sherry Lynn, and this will be open for 2 weeks. Just make sure for the giveaway you are 18 years or older, and if you're younger than that, make sure you have your parents' permission. So because you know, obviously you have to give me your address so I can send this off to you. That's all I have for you guys at this video. Like I said, I ended up picking up way more books than I thought I did in the 2 months, but they're over 2 months, so I guess that's not that bad, and most of them were pre-orders or they were sent to me. Let me know what books you picked up in July. I'm just gonna say July because June is over with, and you might have already forgotten what you picked up in June if you buy books like I used to. So yeah, let me know what books you picked up in July, and if you're interested in reading any of the ones that I have shown off in this video. But if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more from me, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.